going here at game time as it's time for baseball at Petco Park in San Diego. Today we wrap up the homestand with the third of three between the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. It's time for Padres baseball. Next. Ryan Weathers gets the start for San Diego in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
In now is Nico Horner. He will lead this one off today.
The shortstop, Nico Horner.
Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. High in the air out to center field. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1.
Batting second.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on them this afternoon on the road?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. Hayward takes the turn at third. He wants it all.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He'll check in here at 256. 8 home runs, and he's driven in 24. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's another one that's drilled, this one to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting fourth.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Here it comes. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt, try and get a swing and a miss.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Hosmer has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on the solo home run, as that'll give them the lead. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 1. The Padres coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Dan Winkler, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
So stepping in is Brian O'Grady. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Happ is right there, and it's a very quick out, number 1. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
Into the box goes Kate Cateau. A swing and a high drive to right center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew it was going to be a triple.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Grounded softly down the line toward first. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Batting fourth, the shortstop.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. I'll give the enthusiasm a 10, the dancing a 4. No shame, and you gotta love it. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the forecast isn't pretty, but it does sound like we're going to get this one in, even if it takes a while. It's coming down at a decent rate as of right now, and it's likely to intensify as the game moves along. The grounds crew is standing by to put that tarp on the field if the umpires call a delay. We'll have to hope that any such halt in the action is short-lived.
Yeah, Heidi, and the least appreciated people in the ballpark, the grounds crew, will have some newfound fans if they can keep the playing surface playable throughout, given the conditions. So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. And something to watch out for is whether or not he'll be able to extend his 8-game hitting streak. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather, picket and grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
Here's Jake Marisnick, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The average right at the 200 mark on the year. 7 homers and 11 RBIs. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Nope, that's the ball.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners, but you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Here now the 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Back goes Grisham at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has the play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
To the plate now, Austin Romine, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. Still without a home run and a pair of RBIs. Behind 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more is off the plate, up and away.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
So now to the plate, Ildemaro Vargas, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Marisnick at third with 2 away. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. Azarkar is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd, tied 1 apiece. Digging in now for San Diego, Jose Azarkar. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Now here's the first offering, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-1 pitch is strike two swinging. The 2-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting sixth.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
In to hit will be Trent Grisham as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Happ is there, 2 gone. Two down, no one on base, and that'll bring up Jake Morris. First pitch on the way. 2 out, nobody on. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Back goes Hayward. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage. Home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 9 on the year, and it gives the Padres a 2-1 lead.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Luis.
Next up is Luis Camposano, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
ああ、ヘッドセット切れてましたね、これ。毎度毎度です。あいにくの、おーっと持っていった。雨の試合ですけど。ああ、今声出た。連続のホームラン。いや、後で辛いケンタッキーを買いに行きますよ。
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
あれはね、期間限定でしか売ってないからね。年中売ってたらいいんですけど、多分この時期ぐらいしかなかったような。そんなしょっちゅうないんですよ。うちは赤いシリーズになってる。赤いシリーズ機。本キャラそっちに行けるから、ああ、テレポで行けますもんね。赤いシャース。ああ、ようやく実装ですね。
as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the fire.
よし、
The
あー、取
dogs
れんかっ
out
た。
there, make sure you don't step in a pool. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
No offer
Wow,
on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater.
なんかまた途切れましたか。
Right there, but I can tell you as an
ビリ
offensive
ビリ
player, I'd
言っ
rather
てます
give you
か。
6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high
一
fastball.
旦ちょっと切りましょうかね、これ。
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2.
なんかちょこちょこ接続が切れますね。
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So next to hit is Nico Horner, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him.
うわお、あれがストライクって。若干なんか接続が悪いですね。
This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go in the high rounds, you carve out a career the way this guy has.
新作が発売日決まりましたね。
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No
あれ見
balls
た
and 2
玉浦
strikes.
さんもツイートしてましたね。
Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
しかも9月の終わり
That
やっ
was
たし、
actually a well-executed
ああ、
fastball
自分
in
も
to
あれ
in
ね、
off
名
the
前聞い
plate.
たことある
Credit
ん
the
ですけど、
offensive player. He
やった
smelled
こと
that
なく
coming,
てね。
turned and burned.
Here's Chris Bryant now as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider
もしか
or
し
a
て
nasty split finger. He had
切
an
れてき
approach
てるん
right
かも
there.
しれないで
He
すね。
wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 on its way.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Next, it'll be Jock Peterson. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second.
多分このヘッドセットのね、あれが悪いと思います。
Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not
な
concerned
ん
with
か今日
striking
この
out.
試合中はちょこちょこ途切れますね、なんかね。
Swing
Ah,
line
mata打たれた。
drive. That's going to be trouble. Hayward rounds the corner and is headed home.
打
Bryant
たれ
is
ま
on
くっ
his
て
way home.
逆転されてる。
And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
うん、
You simply cannot offer
ワイヤ
a
レ
pitch
ス
like
なんで
this
す
to
け
a
ど、
hitter
なんか
of
ね、
this guy's magnitude,
ちょこ
especially
ちょ
with
こ切れ
runners
ま
on the
すね。
bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and
うん。
that one drives in a pair.
Standing in now, Jake Marisnick. As he'll take a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
バレた。なんかまたちょっと出てますね。
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound.
いや、
And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Austin Adams is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
っていうか、これピッチャー練習さそう思ったらなんか変えてまいましたね。なんか今日はちょっとよう切れますね。なんか
He doesn't have to give in with a great pitch.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
日頃の行
So
い
three
か、
runs
新井
on
の
three
呪
hits,
い
no
か。
errors, and a man left. We'll head
新
down to
井
the
さ
home
んの
half
呪
of
いじゃ
inning
ない
number
と思いま
three.
すけど。
It's the Cubs 4 and the Padres 3. The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Brian O'Grady. It was a flyout for him to start the home first.
ちょうど
And the pitch. And he puts
ケ
it
ン
on the
タッキ
ground
ー
to
からも
second,
ラインが
and
来
a
まし
base
たね。
hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
この辛いの出たから
Boy,
買
there's
ってく
another
ださいみ
base
たい
hit.
な。
This is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitcher's
夏
meeting
場
today.
限定み
Good
たいで
plan
す
at
け
the
ど、
plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Into the box now.
でも
Gosuke Kato. 0-1 the count. O'Grady on at first, nobody out. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Reined in. And there's one away.
Now batting.
Ready now is Eric Hosmer trying here to plate the tying run from second.
なんかの体
Ready
液
to
が
deal. Here comes the first
夏限
pitch.
定なのか。
In his career,
辛いのがね。
Hosmer hits a little over the 270 mark. One out and a runner on second base.
辛いのばっかりのが欲しいんですけどね。意外とないんですね、これ。
Swing and a
よっしゃ、打
liner.
った。同点
That's
同
in
点
there. Base hit. And that'll score
大
the
概こ
tying
れ
run.
普通
We're
のや
back
つ
to
と
even at 4 apiece.
組み合わせてますよね。
Now batting. Shortstop. Fernando.
いらないんでね。
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marisnick is under it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. So now into the box is Jose Azocar. He bounced out last time up. First delivery to him. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
でも単品で
Padres able to pick up
280
one
円
on
で
a
すね。
couple of hits.
なかなかええ値段ですね。
Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
かとい
Thanks, Matt.
って、こ
In
の
between
食べ
innings, I was
比べ
able to
買っ
catch
て
up with the manager of the
1400円やっ
Cubs
た
to
ら、
discuss his
普
thoughts on
通
his
に4
lineup
個
so
買ってる
far,
方が
and
いいです
flat
ね。
out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the
辛
game
いのが
prior to the
3個
fourth
と、
inning
普通のが
obviously sets
3
them
個
up
と、
nicely for the rest of the game.
ポテトが
Now, he
3個
just
で
hopes they can
1800
keep that
円。
same focus at the
ポ
plate
テ
in the
トも
middle
別に
and
いら
late
ないですから
frames, Matt.
ね。
All right, Heidi, thank you. The rain coming down as it is, we are in for a
うん、
long
両方
delay.
かわ
The
すん
hope
が
is
どう
now
も
that they
目
can
的みた
get
いで
this
す。
one in at some point.
普
Now,
通の
this is where it
と
becomes tricky
辛い
for the
の
managers right now.
セット
You
で
have
買
your
いなさい
pitchers
み
out
たい
there. You have to be careful not to
な。
hurt
雨で
anybody. So
中
I
断
think
で
the
すね、
guys
こ
that
れ
are
ね。
sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun.
さす
And
がに
I'm
やっぱ
sure
雨
both
降り
of the
すぎで
managers
すよ
have a
ね。
pretty good idea of who's going to be
あ
their
ー、チャ
pitcher
ー
to
も
go
ス
in
タミ
after
ナな
this
くなっ
delay.
てもてる。
Austin Roman.
このピッチャーもダメですね。
And welcome back inside the
辛い
ballpark
って
as the
取れ
weather
たの
has finally cleared up.
辛い
Tim
もう全部
Hill
もう
takes the
辛く
mound
ていい
now
で
as
す
the
ね。
new pitcher following the rain delay that lasted
辛
an
いのパックみ
eternity,
たいな
so
欲
it
しいですね。
seemed, and it appears we're just about set to resume.
なんか知らんけど、食べ比べとかあんなばっかですね。
He's set and the pitch. Austin Romine is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
1-1.
単品が280ってことは、2個買って560円か。なかなかの値段で
And
す
now
な。
a pitch on the way. Popped him up. Tatis into shallow left. He's there and records the first out.
なんかそういう系みたいですね。
So
箱
his
から
day over
辛い。
now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound.
Yeah, he was really frustrated and out of rhythm in this one. Unfortunately, I'm sure he's frustrated right now, and he will be for a while. But the good news is that the guys are still in the game. The offense is picking them up.
4個買うだけでも1120円いりま
First
すね。
pitch
じゃあ
on the way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Hits are even right now at 5 aside.
でも他の食べ比べ買うよりかは4個だけ買ってる方がまあ安いっちゃ安いですね。まあ食べ比べがいい人はいいけど、
The 0-2 delivery.
I got the count. 1-2.
普通のはね毎月食べとるから辛いのだけで
And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now they're 2 gone.
Yeah, as
な
they
んか
say,
ザ
there's
リザ
a
リし
hole
て
in
る。
his swing in that
なんかまだ
location.
おかしい
So
で
a
すか。
good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
昔の私の配信のようだ。ああ。あれはピンジャックの
As
ね
he'll go after a
接
hard
続
sinker
が
that time and falls behind 0-1. Flew
やら
out
れ
in
て
his
たから
only at bat
な
so
ってま
far.
したけどね。完全ワイヤレスなんですけどね。電波干渉してるん
Comes
ですかね。
set and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that
剣
one. He's in
剣
control
がぼったくっ
0-2.
てたのか。
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
And he fouls this one off. Tight game here early on. 4-4 the score here in inning number 4. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Hit in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Stepping in now, Nico Horner. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored
中
thus
国の
far.
Xbox のコンセントがザリガニなんやろ。ザリガニ。
Now the 1-0. Skied down the left field line.
よいしょ。
Brady will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the
ま
move,
さか
and
の
that
ザリガニ
ends。the inning. One left for the Cubs. Through 3.5, all tied 4 apiece. Bottom of the inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Trent Grisham.
The center fielder, Trent Grisham.
First pitch on its way.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
うん、まあ雨は上がっていいんですけど。まあでもパソコンのゲームってほんまにいろんなゲーム出てますね。こんな魚のなんかやるゲームとか。
Vargas shading
Wait.
to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, third
So
baseman.
bases are empty with 1 gone, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Ball 1.
うん。まあなんか独特のゲームが多いですね。
The 1-0 delivery. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more
焼肉
cautious
を焼く
against
だ
him
け
this
の
time
ゲームも
around.
ありますからね。焼肉シミュレーターとか言って、
2-0 count. The pitch
何でもゲームにするっ
turned
て。
on, but it's wide of first and foul. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Padres. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
パソコンは開発費が一番安くて済むから、ああ、インディーズのゲームが多いですよね。
Here now the 2-2. That's
たま
lifted the
に
other way out
大
to
ヒットし
left.
てめっちゃ売れる
Marisnik
っ
is
ていう。
under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
値段が安いですもんね。普通にも
Next to
1000
hit
円
is
1000円
Luis
とか言ってます
Camposano.
ね。
Off to a fine start in this one after launching
買う
a
側
homer
と
his
してもね、
first time up.
安いから簡単にポチってよっていうね。
He's set. Here it comes.
安いけど
Strike
なかな
swinging,
か面
timing a
白いってい
little
う。
off on that one.
There's a slogan is throwing too many strikes. That might be the case for this guy in this outing right here. So far, not pitching all that well, but 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
A ball and a strike now.
それを比べるとやっぱこっちの家庭用ゲーム機、ゲームソフト高いですもんね。
The 1-1 home.
No. Inside.
Hard hit ball to short.
あ
He's
あ、
got
取ら
it.
れた。
Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4 full, and we are tied 4-4. Now at the plate, Jason Hayward.
まあ
Single with
来
his
週
last
の
at bat.
金曜日ですかね。なんか前言ってた、高圧洗浄機で綺麗にするゲームが出
And
ま
the
すね。
pitch. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to
あ
third, and yes, sir,
あ、
it's
余計
strike
安い
one.
ですね。来週金曜日から正式発売らしいですよ。汚れ物をなんか綺麗にするゲーム。
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up.
よいし
And the fifth inning
ょ。
will
家
start
庭用
with
は
a
クソ
ground out,
にな
one away.
マイクとにマージン
And
取ら
while
れ
we
る。
have a
あ、
moment, here's a look at the Padres' road to the show report. 2 players that this organization has to be happy about right now.
手数料が取られるんですな。
So now to the plate, Chris Bryant tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A ball and a strike.
ああ、プレステが高いんすか。
And right into the
よいしょ。
shift. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2.
今でもやっぱゲームパスに入れてくれいう人
Bases
だいぶ増
empty,
えてる
2
みたいで
away,
すね。
and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native
あっ
Ian
ちの方
Happ.
がまだ値段マシなんかもしれないですね。
Here it comes.
Yep, that ball went out.
大阪は中国経
Fifth
由
inning
や
here
か
of
ら
a
あかん
tie
な
ball game,
回
4-4.
線が。
Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side.
ズバッと入りました。
Cubs are down in order to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home, all even at 4.
さあ、これで代打で誰を出すか。外野ですな。
Tommy Pham will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
.代打は私が行こう。ユウさん打ってもらえます
From
か。
the stretch, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike
ガツ
one.
ンと
He
一
comes in
発。
with that average down in the 240s, 7 homers and an even 20
まさかこう序
RBI.
盤から乱打戦になるとは。
On its way, the 0-1 pitch, high in the air down the right field line. Hayward has a read on it, 1 out. Up next, Brian O'Grady. A fly out and a single for him so far. First offering. Turned on down the line. And that is past him at first. It's a fair ball. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line. And that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
さあ、あとはこの加藤さんが打ってくれたら
At the plate, Gosuke Kato. Skied into
Ah,
straightaway right.
やはりスイカ。
Hayward has a read on it. Makes the play,
さ
and
す
there
がに
are
彼。
two gone now. Here comes the Chicago
交代
skipper
です
now
ね。
up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart in the fifth with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score. Robert Stock, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Eric Hosmer to the plate now. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First pitch of the AB now. Goes the other way as this is line to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
見
The
事。
throw into second.
セカンドやばい。わお。
And he will make it up to second as he advances on the throwing miscue. My goodness.
気合でいき
With that base hit right there, D-Row, that's his 3rd RBI of the game. More importantly, his team's now ahead.
Yeah, these are the special ones. He's had a great approach all day. He's battled his tail off, and he's given his team single-handedly, almost given his team a chance to win this one.
シャさん。
Standing in now, Fernando Tatis Jr.
あ
Rounded back up the middle.
これは
He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double.
気合
5
でいき
innings
ました。
complete. It's now a 5-4 San
回
Diego
線
lead.
が悪すぎてどうにもならん。ブチブチ言うてますか。今日は特になんかあれですな。
Emilio Pagan is going to come on in
勝
relief
利
as he'll be
権
making
文
his
句言う
20th
とけ。
appearance of the season.
勝利権。
Now at the plate, here is Jock Peterson in his career against this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
ブ
Strike
チ
one
ブ
to
チ
start
ど
the
ころか
at-bat.
プルプルなって。こっちは普通に動いてんすけどね。ブチブチ言うてますか。
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
どうなんすかね。
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever.
今ん
As
と
a
こ
hitter,
は
you
普
just
通
have
に
to
動い
tip
て
your
ます
cap
けど
and
ね。
look for the next one.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Jake Marisnik comes on with
大
one
阪
gone
か
here
ら
as he
中
looks at a
国は
called
大
strike
丈夫な
one.
んや。
1 for
あ
2 in the
ちゃ
ball game thus far.
関西やからね。
And that misses 1-1.
うち神戸。
4 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
中国から日本があかんのや。
A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now, Austin Romine, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch.
関
It's
西
strike
は
one.
中
0 for
国や
2
から
from
一緒
him so
に
far
な
in
るん
this
か
one.
しら。
And it's quickly 0-2. Waved down and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 6th inning, it's the Padres 5 and the Cubs 4. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Jose
The right
Azocar.
fielder, Jose
First offering. And he lays off there 1-0. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. The pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
明石市は独立したらしい。そうなんです
Line
か。
drive to left. Marisnik has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one. So with one away, time for a check of the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today.
カブスも4位なんですね。借金11。
Striding in is Trent Grisham. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. Now here's the first offering. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
ニケコシン明石。ニケコシン。
0-1, here it comes.
Wow.
Great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
The beauty of that sequence right there, the fastball in, now to change up away, is where do you go as a hitter? Do you cover away? Do you cover the heater in? You can't do both. You have to pick a side of the plate and hope that's where he goes.
This pitch is popped up, and no one will get this one.
ああ、肉デコさんって入れたす。
He takes strike called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Jake Cronenworth will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And now the first pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline.
石川県なのでまだ弱小国日本です。友達明石でカフェしてる。肉デコさんはね、金沢。
But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the...
And no trouble for him. He makes the catch to end the inning. Padres down in order. They lead it 5-4.
石川もあいとこやんな。
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ildemaro Vargas. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last
岸
inning.
田暗殺計画立ててる。前田さんとこや。前田さん。
First pitch of the AB now. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
前田利家さんとこ。
Called strike 0-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting
前
to see
田
if this
健
lineup
太
can
は
adjust to the way he
広
pitches.
島です。
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Love the high heater right there to raise their sights.
知り合
See
い
if he
前田
buries
さんって
something
人
in
がお
the
る
dirt
から。
right here.
Ready on 1-2. Ground ball left side. And the throw to first is in time, so the
伊達
leadoff man is
政
gone
宗
here
さ
to
んの
start
いと
inning number
こ
7.
の
Anthony
ながらや
Rizzo
ね。
will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
あと親戚に。
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Still plenty to be desired in terms of
加
batting
藤
average down in the
清正さ
180s
んとこの
entering
流れ
play.
を
5 homers and 11
勝家
RBIs.
は福井県。友達が小田と武田と。
And he
う
misses
わ
with
ー
it 1-1.
ゴールあれ。
Tough spot in the game right here. You
入って
have
ま
a
すけど。
very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
And it's fouled away.
武将まみれ。
One out, nobody on. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And here is strike three called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number two instead.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
No balls and a strike to count. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far. Fouled away.
前田もおった。
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still down a run, it's 5-4. Andrew Chafin gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh.
アンドリュー・チャフィン。
At the plate now is Luis Campusano. He grounded out last time up.
Luis Campusano.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball one.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
On the ground to the left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
さあ、また代打で。
Manny Machado steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with one gone in the inning. First offering. Line towards center field.
当たりはいいけど真正
And
面。
that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number
代
two.
打私が。
Now batting, the left fielder, Ryan O'Grady.
Next up is Brian O'Grady. He hit a two-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They hold on to a 5-4 lead.
さあ、変えて。
Michel Baez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin. First pitch of the AB on its way.
うわ
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
うわ客が少ないですね。14,000しかおらん。通りでガラガラですな。
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
To the plate now, Chris Bryant, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And he takes strike two.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Hit back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
これは振ってくれましたね。
Here's Jock Peterson now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Bryant, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
いやー、際どいな。
Good running count
入
right
って
here.
ま
3
すやん。
balls, 2 strikes, 2
や
outs,
っ
run
ぱり
on
入っ
first.
てた。
He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Hit on the ground out to
よい
short.
しょ。
Scooped up
よいし
to
ょ。
first, and that retires the side. Cubs strand 1, and the deficit holds at 5. Digging in will be Gosuke Kato. Flew out last time up.
The second baseman, Gosuke.
また途切れましたね。ブチブチ。
First offering as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Gosuke Kato becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Stepping in now, Eric Hosmer as he rips it on the ground to second. He's right there. Throw gets him, 2 down. Next to hit, Fernando Tatis Jr. grounded out in his last at-bat. Jurickson Profar gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Little chopper back to the mound, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Padres down in order. They lead it 5-4. Jurickson Profar is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter. New inning set to get underway, and up next the center fielder Jake Marisnick.
78か。60。まあ、変えとき、でもセカンド無理なのか。セカンドいける。変えときましょうか。66、75。66か。変えますか。この人ショートにして、加藤さんを三塁で。で、あとピッチャーを抑えで。
Drew Pomeranz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
もう12
That's
時
a
前で
good
すか。
pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if
これ
you
も
do swing
終
at
わり
that
そう
cutter
ですけ
in,
ど。
you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The 3-1. And he lays off ball
歩かし
4.
た。
So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
い
He's
きな
really
り歩
struggled
か
with
す
his
か。
command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the
バン
ballpark.
ト警戒。足速いですね。盗塁してくるんちゃうかね。
Now here's the first offering. Austin Romine is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. In prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, he's gone 2 for 6.
肉デコさんもね、夜勤食やから
I'm
ね。
set with the 0-1. Marisnick gets his lead at first, nobody out. Up high, 2-1 now.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
焼肉食。焼肉食。 タマさん帰ってきてご飯して寝てますよ。
In now, Ildemaro Vargas as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just
入った。
And strike 3 called on the
今のは
outside
ボール
corner.
ですけ
He's
ど
earned the right to live out
めっ
there
ちゃ
with
怒
the
ってますけ
fastballs
ど。
as that's out number 2. Javier Baez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. First pitch on its way. The numbers on the year, 272, 16 homers, 27 driven in. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And that's taken for strike two, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. San Diego used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Tim Hill gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Drew Pomeranz closes the door for the save, his third of the campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
あれを買って昼飯にしますね。
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.
まあ、それがあればもう、昼と夜はいけるんでね。箱から激辛で触るだけで涙が出る。相当辛いですね。よっしゃ、これで連勝で。貯金が12か。ああ、冷やしラーメン。冷やしラーメン、またうまそうですね。やばいやつ。テーブルロール。あら、また切れた。よっしゃ、さあ、じゃあ終わりましょうかね。まあ、である、布をくるくる巻いたやつ。ああ、そうなんすか。調理のレベル上げしてる。終わってしまうのが。テーブルの巻いてるやつ。よっしゃ、ちょうど12時過ぎましたね。さあ、お疲れ様でした。まだちょうど、エンビスやってますよ、配信。魚のゲームを。はーい、お疲れ様でした。さあ、では。ちなみに小さいパンですよ。テーブルロール。テーブルロール。はーい。これがいいんですよ、なんか。ああ、始まってもた。よいしょ。さあ、では。やたら動いててね。あら、そんなんもあるんですか。それまた変わったあれ。ああ、グローバルスタンプ。はーい、お疲れ様でした。いろんなありますね、これ。 よいしょ。さあ、ではではでは。